Good evening, everyone. This is the Select Board Water Commissioner meeting for March 27th of 2023. I'll read the agenda for tonight. Under new business, Jessica Bernard with a water application. Dustin Macy, a Rice Hill subdivision, new road. We have a request for the use of the boardroom. New utility truck purchase. Need to sign a grant agreement for the Gristmill Park scoping project. Sign fleet permits, sign warrants, approve meeting minutes. We need to add representative for Northwest CUD. And under old business, that water line on Crow Hill. So, Hubert, you hear about the water line on Crow Hill?
Yeah. See what you guys think.
What's it gonna need?
Well, it's gonna need some more pipe from where we already did, unless you wanna change all the pipe up through there. I figure that pipe was put in the early 70s.
And what size is it right now, Hubert?
2-inch part way.
Part way? Is that gonna be big enough to serve everything that's up there?
I don't think so.
Is the pumps big enough if we upsize it?
Oh, if we upsize them, yeah, they should be. I called Webb's to get a quote on pumps, but I haven't heard back from them. Called them a week ago or whatever, just to. I think they should have pumps that just take it up and put right back in. Just higher pressure.
Higher pressure,
Yeah.
yeah.
But when we go up with the pressure, it's gonna put more pressure on the pipes.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much you wanna get into it, or change the pumps, see what happens. You know, maybe change the upper end of the water line.
Do you have any idea what it'd cost to have an engineer give us an idea of what it would need all the way up through there?
Probably quite a bit. For all that, I wouldn't be surprised, 10, 15,000.
So how far up's that 2-inch going, you think?
You know where Aaron Reed?
Aaron's.
Yeah, he's the last one on it. There's a blow off right there, that's where they hitched on, reduced it down to 1 inch and went up the rest of the way. I think we could leave the 1 inch past Mickler's and Gross's, and then put 2 inch down, go up to there with 2 inch and then probably run 2 inch down the Reed Road, down through there. Because then it'll be there unless if somebody decides to go on further on with more houses or on.
How many is there down the Reed Road that are interested
Was
in
it
it?
4 or
3 right now.
3 right now.
3 right now.
And then we don't own the road, so it'd have to be all right away, get right away from everybody down the road.
Yeah. How did that end up with that many houses down there and not a town road? Or
Well,
up to-
yeah.
At least up to town standards.
It probably is at town standards though,
Oh,
because
they,
we were talking about that,
Well,
because
just-
it's named,
they never asked to have the road taken over, so
right?
they always left it private.
Seems to me that you're better off spending money with an engineer because you're gonna have all that money invested into a possibility that doesn't work, or, you know, like the pipe.
If you're gonna do the whole line, you're gonna have to get an engineer,
Right.
because you can only do 600 feet without having it engineered. And even if we change, we're gonna get that last inch pipe probably should have an engineer check on that. They would probably be the ones that would get the easements or whatever needs to be done to go down through on the Reed Road.
Yeah.
I prefer to spend the money to do that to make sure that we're doing the right stuff instead of going up in the pumps and going, that didn't work, or putting the right 2-inch and they said, no, we should have gone 3 for part of the way and then reduce it to 2 for some reason, whatever
Right.
they may say, and who knows what other houses may end up there at some point that may hitch onto it if it's there, that aren't there now, that's just my thought on that, and would we ever need to go over the hill?
Because there is a lot across from Gross's right there, just before the White House. There's that little meadow there. Russell could put a house on his little meadow over there. So,
Yeah, there's possibilities up there, I guess.
and you're gonna probably have to change the pumps anyways, because we're working them pretty hard right now.
Yeah, we're right to the max. Well, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it makes sense to try to do it right the first time. So, I'm for the engineer. At least that way we'll be set up for the future for expansion or other problems and not encounter new problems as we go and then, oh no, we should have done this before, or, makes sense.
And I don't know why, when they came out of the pump house, they crossed the road, went partway up the hill and crossed back, then went through. I have no idea why they crossed it first.
Is that house on the bottom of the hill out front?
No. I don't know.
But everyone else on that road's hitched on?
This what?
Is everyone else on, no? I mean, well, no, not talking Reed Road, but I'm talking Crow Hill. How many are we going by that we could pick up?
I believe there's just the one of rocks.
No, there's Dan Lindley's.
I think he's got his own well.
Right, yeah.
But I'm saying that we could, I know if they have a well, but that we
Yeah.
potentially could pick up.
Right, yeah.
So 2 houses.
And then there's still a lot from,
4 houses up there that are not on town water right now.
yeah. Because there's a lot right across from Otis Reed's old place.
And on his reeds, there's 5.
So,
Well,
Yeah, talk to an engineer, see if we can get a scope of work to design a line to go up there for, and I would have it sized as if all those lots were gonna be on there, just being on the safe side and then, say how much would it be to do this scope, and then we can, and they tell us what it's gonna be, we're not going, well, we have an idea at least.
right. You want to just see about Robert Clark from them, or what's the other guy, Tyler?
Tyler.
Any preference for them?
I don't have a preference, no. You can talk to both if you wanna get numbers from both of them, it doesn't hurt, I mean.
Right.
Robert Clark was the project manager when we put the pump station in, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter which one.
I don't have a preference, and what's anyone else?
Probably check with him and see what he's.
yeah. Yeah, figure out what you need to do for pump size or whatever and line.
Yeah. So,
Did we want to look into, that's also boosts the pressure up the East Sheldon Road. So if there's ever any other development up that side, but that should push it all the way.
yeah,
Cause those are both on the same pump.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't think East Sheldon Road is as high as
No,
Crow Hill.
doesn't have the elevation.
So there's-
Much more gradual.
Yeah. So. And did you guys, about the sewer down the springs, any further on that, what you thinking, or?
Yeah, we've talked about it a little bit.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on that? We were kind of thinking that Mill Street would be the
What to do?
one that's gonna be the biggest pain in the butt come down the road here. But
Yeah, it could bite us at some point, yeah. And I think the other one behind the trailers down there, one we had to unplug twice this year. Cause we've been in there quite a few times to unplug it, so I'm thinking, and there's some huge pine. Right, I don't know if they're right over it or where they are, but,
Is that on Shawville?
yeah.
Or Shawville?
if you did that, would you put that line in the front of the houses?
There's no house in there.
No, I know
Oh.
further up on Borden House there. Close.
They are,
line?
it comes down through the road,
Oh, it does?
yeah.
Oh, I thought somebody said it was in the back.
It used to be. When the road went up the backside, it was all down, they all come out the back and come down to the corner of Bob's house, and then it crosses. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Hmm.
The water line goes up the road to the houses. But there's down by the trailers, all it is a little square manhole. And the mill's got pipes coming up through it, our pipes trying to go down through it. So, we had a new catch basin in there, just for a new manhole, just for the sewer, not.
So you don't think the line from there up to Borden House is bad?
We never had a problem with it.
You think it's just in there?
Yeah, cause you have to go down behind the trailer and push it back to that square. It's right beside the road that goes down underneath the mill there.
Oh, yeah.
It's right there.
Oh.
So, and I know Albert and Andrew said that they had repaired that at one time. I don't know why, but they dug it up and fixed it. And that's my guess, is the roots have found it.
Yeah.
Our thoughts of kind of doing Mill Street, it gets anything that's going to the plant, gets it to the plant. You know, like,
Yeah,
you know, like it's great if it comes from everywhere else, but if we're having problems there and it's not getting to where it needs to go,
Right.
you know, it's,
Because that'll be quite a project, actually. Because they're gonna have to hitch into the pipe and transfer stuff around where they're working.
So you go from
Can't stop that flow for long.
one manhole to the other manhole,
Yeah.
and then you work in between.
I suppose they could dig a spot, just part way down below them, or just pump it back into the pipe. And they could work in between, so they call it themselves and then move it again.
no, we're gonna see if we had those drawings in there. I'm not seeing them.
On your desk. The sewer drawings.
I'm not sure. They're probably there, or I probably didn't hear you guys. I think you guys have got them actually.
I know we need copies, I don't know where they are.
Yeah, we looked at them.
Yeah.
I don't see them.
I don't know, maybe.
So the problem with the sewer line is where?
When you head out Shawville,
Yeah,
you know where the trucks are all parked, right there, right behind it.
There's a big poplar or big cottonwood tree, sits right in the corner, and that's probably,
what kind of pipe is it?
Cement, 6-inch.
Probably decayed over the years and fell apart, you thinking, and got
Well,
partially
I'm
plugged?
thinking where they patched it,
Oh,
I don't know how they patched it, but even whatever they patched it with, probably the roots have hurt it. You get them big trees, they got all kinds of roots going everywhere. So that would be part of that, cutting them things down.
Yeah, you have to get those cleaned up first before you start digging in there. You can make paper out of them.
You know what?
They can make paper out of them.
you get a lot of sawdust out of it.
They don't do that anymore. That's what they call it. Yeah.
And I mean, we don't have to go all the way up Mill Road either. You know, you go park and then get the, you know, divide and conquer a little bit, get the worst part of Mill Street.
You think the best part would be just to see what's between Todd's garage and, or the rail trail and the post office? Just
Between
'cause-
Todd's and the post office.
So
At least
that's
get
where
the
it's the
post
worst,
office.
right between there.
Yeah, because I've had the Vermont Rural Water came and they cambered down just so far and they couldn't go any farther. And then, was it plugged or something? We had, who the hell came?
Hardigan.
Hardigan came, yeah. And they went up through and they could only go so far. So there's something in the middle, right out there in front of Gale's.
Yeah.
It's not lined up or.
Well, probably ought to wind up getting that done in between there and then this spring or summer and
Do
then.
you wanna try and get 2-3 contractor prices?
Or better. At least a couple.
We're gonna go with those drawings that we had already done. Are those new enough to be able to use?
I would think so. Them are the ones Phelps did, right?
I'm not sure if they had that section in. Did they have
Yeah,
that
it was in there.
It's gonna be kind of tricky because the gas line's right over the top of it.
Is it?
Might be up in the bank a little bit, but it's pretty close, isn't it?
I think the
But
sewer
you have
line,
them-
right on the blacktop, right on the edge, the gas line is just on the grass.
You'd have them check both those manholes and then just change the pipe between the two of them.
I think
I
so.
think would be, as long as those manholes are still decent and,
Yeah, them are pretty good. We've got some other ones that aren't the best.
yeah.
But, so,
Yeah, and then try to figure out that other one, I guess. You know, we gotta cut those trees and do some digging or whatever.
I don't know if them guys cut them or you'll have to let the mill know, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Make sure, they might not let us, like us cutting them down without letting them know.
well, find out, just tell them, you know, that's what we got going on, we need to do some digging in there. Cause you have it right away for that sewer line, right? Or must be, yeah, somewhere.
You think probably getting a tree guy to come in and take it down with a crane, or it's a pretty good size
It's a
tree.
big tree. Probably as big around as that table.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
But again, I'd probably be checking with the mill to make sure.
Okay, let's see. What I can find out.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
Thanks, you're.
Yeah.
So what's this, Dustin Mason, Ray Hill subdivision?
He has a subdivision up there that has 4 houses, so he needs to bring forward, he needs to get a road to those houses, so it has to be to town standards. Named,
Okay, what's
It's
that
not-
got to do with us? No, that should be the planning commission or development review.
it's
board.
already been through the DRB.
Okay, so it's all been approved. So you just letting us know that that's what he's doing?
Well, he's supposed to be here, cause I'm not sure, but it has to be to town standards is one thing. And I think maybe Seth signs off on that, or do you guys sign off? I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah.
Not the same subdivision, they asked the fire department to sign off on
Yep.
the turnaround.
Same one.
Where is that, Marcel?
Just past Max Wilcox's house on the right. There's a driveway that goes out back,
Oh,
or road that goes out back.
How long of a road is it?
How long? Quarter mile or so?
alright, well, we'll wait and see if he comes in, I guess, have a little more discussion with them. Request the use of the boardroom, who's requesting that?
Girl Scouts would like to have a parent meeting here.
Once a month, once a
I don't, I think they just wanted to have an initial to see if they had any interest.
Anybody have any trouble with that?
It's gonna be Aaron, Granger's doing it.
Yeah, community use room, whatever that is, right, so it should be fine. New utility truck purchase, what we got?
It's been ordered, no, we don't have to sign any paperwork yet.
Okay.
It has to be, in an open meeting.
Oh, that we're going to purchase it? Okay. Do we have the contract there? We can. Alright. We put a bid out on a public works truck, cab and chassis with a 9-foot plow and a dump body. Bids came back, we only got one, and it was from New Car, right?
Yes.
New Car for St. Albans. And they had what we wanted for specs, and the board approved getting that coming. Actually, we approved ordering the cab and chassis, to get that coming, and then we still have to make the decision on what equipment we're gonna put on it. And this cab and chassis, right, this is our 65,905 on the truck itself. And then we had an equipment package, total price with an Iroquois steel dump body and steel plow and a stainless sander was $99,942. They also gave us the option of going with a stainless plow and dump body. So we decided we'd make a decision on that as we go along here before the truck actually lands at the lot. take,
No word.
get it by winter. What?
No word.
Okay. So that's that. We have,
I really messing with your mojo.
we have a resolution approving the appointing a representative to the Northwest Communications Union District Legislative Body. The governing body of the municipality of Sheldon hereby appoints the following representative and one or more alternatives to the legislative body of the Northwest Communications Union District for a term ending on or before the last Monday in April. For a term ending on or before the last Monday in April. So this is for the following year though, right?
I'll see.
Is that how I'm reading this?
23.
Yeah, okay. We have Jacob Kane on here. I'll take a motion, we accept Jacob Kane to the board.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor of that? Opposed? That's that. What I was looking for was that. We have a grant agreement with the state of Vermont. For scoping of they're calling it Sheldon STP Ohio Valley Rail Trail number 20. Anyways, it's for down here at the Grist Mill Park. Grant funds, we have a matching kind of up to $9,000. Total award amount is $36,000. To be used to, they have it as highway planning and construction. So, scope work to be performed, scoping for trailhead and amenities. Take a motion to accept this grant, go forward with it.
It's a grant that Kim got to be able to do all the stuff down there. That's what this grant is. This grant. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, this is the grant that we.
Yep. Make a motion.
Okay, second on that.
Second.
Any discussion on this?
What's the timeline, like how long do they have for spending?
This is,
That's the one that we are gonna have Northwest Regional Planning do all the paperwork for us.
Okay.
award start date is 1/13/23, award end date is 12/1/24. The Northwest Regional is supposed to come in and.
Yep, that's the one that we approved to have them oversee and do.
What are they talking about for amenities?
Oh, I don't know, we're looking at maybe trying to incorporate a rest area there and parking area and to get, for trail users and that's why I was asking, Andy Crane here a while back on what his sewer system is down there, whether we could tie into that or if we have to use portalets or
Yeah.
just a little building, I think would be, I've been to some like up in Morrisville and that way, and they're kind of neat, they're right on the trail, and just a small, unisex bathroom that it's not a, plastic portalet, it's
Yeah.
baking in the sun and power in there, so you can see, and that was kinda my thought, my take on the whole thing. If we're gonna do something, then do something nice down there, you know, with that, if we could, you know, put it somewhere so the Gristmill Park users could, you know, have access to it too. You know, some running water if they, you know, get dirty or whatever, and I guess we'll see what they come up with for a plan, but we can put our input in. Alright, so all in favor of this? Say aye.
Alright.
Opposed? Alright, we'll get them started on that grant then.
Get the signing on that, pretty good.
Do I have to sign something on that?
I think this is the page. This is-
Oh, right there. Alright, well, let's all sign some permits and warrants, and I'll read the meeting minutes from previous meeting. Select Board Water Commissioner meeting from March 13th of 2023. We held a meeting here on March 13th at 7:30. Present was Stephen Dodd, Seth Hungerford, David Clubit, Nick Norris, Richard Piasne, Kim Dufresne, Jeff and Debbie Cattell, and Seth Cattell. I opened the meeting at 7:30 and read the agenda. Seth Cattell updated the board, patched some holes on East Sheldon Road, updated us on the backhoe repairs. The Hill Road culvert will begin late June, early July. Need to review with the board on which roads should be repaved so we can get a bid on the blacktop. And he also asked about clothing allowance for the highway department.
Oh, that goes with this.
We realigned the board. Seth nominated Stephen as chair, seconded by David, and all in favor. Stephen nominated Seth as co-chair, and all in favor. Nick nominated David as secretary. Seth nominated Nick, and David declined the nomination, so Nick accepted, and all in favor. Debbie Patel discussed the town meeting attendance. She asked the board if the town should consider Australian ballot or moving the time and day of the meeting to get more participation. I'll check with Secretary of State's office for guidance on how to make changes. Jeff Patel asked the board if they would like to purchase his tractor more for roadside mowing. No decision was made. We appointed Richard Piasne as health officer for a 3-year term. David Clubit appointed to the Northwest Solid Waste Board. And then we discussed Poor Farm Road and school entrance. The board agreed to split the cost of permitting and design, not to exceed $20,000. Seth Hungerford will contact Vern Bloomover. Signed warrants, signed fleet permits. Read the meeting minutes from February 27th. Nick motion to accept is read, seconded by David, and all in favor. Board approved the 2023 town meeting minutes. Discussed the water line extension on the Reed Road. Pumps and line will need to be upgraded. Hubert is requesting quotes for new pumps. Nick will reach out to Bethany Reimers with board's concern on the 105 safety audit. And we discussed the LED stop signs. Secretary received a quote for $11,470 to install 3 signs on Bridge and Main Street. Board discussed the cost and lifespan of the LED lights. The board considered other locations that could benefit. No decision was made. Seth motion to go into executive session, seconded by Nick, and all in favor. And we approved the purchase of the new F-350 truck, and the uniform and boot allowance for the highway department was set at $750 a year. 9:30, Nick motion to adjourn, seconded by David, and all in favor. Take the motion to accept these minutes as read.
Make a motion.
Yeah, second.
I'll second it.
Alright, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I actually did not get a chance to call Brittany, but I just put it on my phone to call her tomorrow.
Okay.
Do we need to go in executive today?
If we
Yeah,
can,
just a-
please.
Yeah.
Personnel.
Yep.
Yep.
Just pass it out, what's your name? We'll change that one.
Really messed up your pile. I'm sure this, I just messed up with you today, Steve, like just.
It's you.
There's always that one person. This one I'm sending down here because it's not our normal form. That's what I thought, but it's not the normal one, like,
Did?
A lot.
Not enough. I'm a retiree, I think.
Alright, any other business we need to take care of? Alright, I'll take a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make a motion to go into executive.
Alright,
Are we gonna exit and adjourn when we're done?
Did we need to wait for anybody or can't, they're coming? Okay.
show that, so. Alright, we have a motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel. And when we exit executive session, we'll adjourn for the evening. Have a second on that?
I'll second.
Alright, all in favor?
Alright.